Hello people and welcome back to another video. Finally, last week I had enough time to shoot this car that I wanted to shoot for a while now, and thanks God that Alex was off as well, because it's kind of difficult in December that two person can have the same day off because the schedule is kind of tight and all that. And despite the fact that I had a terrible headache, I hope that I did an interesting video for you guys, and keep in mind that this is the first time when I'm trying this kind of video format, so let's hope you're gonna like it. Now less blah blah and more doo-doo, and let's see what I did. Alright, so I'm on my way to the first location. Alex should be here by now because he went and washed the car. If you haven't watched my other video about the Jaguar E-Type, this was one on the pro tips. You should wash the car all the time, outside and inside, before a photo shoot. Even though I shared that tip with the CPL filter in my other video when I was shooting the Jaguar, I forgot to take it today with me, so I need to cut reflections somehow. Okay, so like I was saying, when you're gonna have a day like this one and the lighting is not great, you should start to walk around the car, and you should see how the light hits the car. And because I forgot my CPL filter, I need to walk around and see what kind of shots should I take, so I'm not gonna have a lot of reflections. Okay, I think that this one over here, I really like that. This church is kind of orange and the car is blue, so I think the colors are complementing each other. And I think a top down, not a top down shot, sorry, a shot that is flat over here like this should look really nice. And probably at maybe 50 or 55 or something like this, I think the car is going to look amazing. Another pro tip when you're shooting cars, just make sure that all the time you're going to shoot in landscape as well, maybe for the thumbnail, or maybe if the framing is right, it's going to look really nice. So don't shoot only in portrait mode for Instagram and stuff like this, because after that, when you're going back home and you're starting to edit, then you will want a landscape shot with that car in a certain location and you don't have one. So every single time when I'm seeing a puddle like this one, and it rained before with 1 day or 2 days or whatever, I'm always trying to get the car with a reflection or something like that. And Alex, that is behind the camera, he already told me because I forgot to do that, and this is what I'm trying to do now. Okay, so we just finished with the first location and we are going on the second one, and this is an old building as well or something like that. It's kind of the same vibe that this one had, and we're gonna try some shots over there as well, and probably we're gonna end the video with some rollers because I wanted to take rollers of this car for a while now, and this is the time. and now we're gonna see how the rollers will turn out. Okay, so this is the second location over here. Alex just parked the car. As you can see, it's already like a old building, and we still have a little bit of golden hour over here, and we're gonna try to like take some details and some wide shots of the car as well, and we're gonna see how those ones will look. So like I said at the other location, you should walk around and see how the light hits the car, and you should walk around to see like what's the best composition for every photo that you take. You probably seen that Alex changed the wheels already because it's December in Romania, and if you're not gonna have the winter wheels on your car, you're gonna get like a fine, and we don't want that. And the golden hour is kind of going, so probably I should shoot the car from the back to see if I'm going to get any of that colored light in the front somehow. And yeah, something like this maybe. This is the 24. This is probably the widest point that I would ever go. And when I'm in a new place like this one, because I didn't know this location, just Alex just showed me this location. Every single time when I'm in a new location, I'm trying to get like different angles of the car and various shots of the car. I don't know how this one is going to look from the front over here. Probably I should tell Alex to like move the wheels a little bit, but now that the car has these wheels on, they are not looking that great, so probably I'm just gonna keep it like that. Another pro tip, usually the car guys have this kind of plate over here with magnets, so you should like take this thing down, so you're not gonna have a lot of photoshopping to do when you're back home and you're starting to edit the photos. So now the car looks way better, and I should redo some of the shots that I did before because I forgot to take the plate down. And I don't know if these shots right now they're gonna look like the same like the ones that I did before, but we're gonna try to remake them, redo them, whatever you want to call it. Like I said at the first location, you should always try to shoot landscape as well. Another pro tip, when you're shooting in portrait mode, you should try to like shoot with the Instagram crop in mind. So every single time, let's say you want to have this framing over here, every single time you should shoot it a little bit wider than usual, so you're gonna crop it in post-processing. Now that the sun is setting down, I need to bump the ISO a little bit. I'm probably going to shoot at 1600 or something like that, or maybe 2000 on Sony. But thanks God that I'm shooting on Sony, because this is the low light king. We have a dog over there, and I'm trying to get like a very symmetric shot over here. And again, I'm shooting in portrait mode with the Instagram crop. That shitty dog is not... So like I said at the other location, I'm trying to shoot with the Instagram crop in mind, even though I'm trying to get like a really symmetrical shot over here. I'm gonna shoot it in landscape as well, probably for the thumbnail, or not only for the thumbnail. Now that I finished with this location over here, the car is ready and I'm ready to get the rollers, but I need to ask a friend for a little bit of help because we need a second car. I don't know if we're gonna have another person to shoot the rollers, to actually film me shooting the rollers, but we'll see what we can do. Now let's go and get the rollers. After me and Alex went to wash the car one more time, unfortunately for us, we couldn't find another person to film me shooting the rollers, so I'm just gonna leave some shots on the screen right now while I'm talking, so you can see how the rollers turned out. I don't know what you think about those shots, but I think they turned out pretty cool for my first roller shots, and I think I'm gonna keep shooting rollers every single time when I'm gonna have the opportunity. That being said, that's the video for today, people. If you got any value out of it, just make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already, leave a comment for the algorithm, and I'm gonna see you guys the next one. Peace.